And once again, Aiden Blank and Scott Torello with you here from Fairfield Ludlowe. Fairfield Ludlowe and St. Paul about to do battle in the consolation game. The public address will get you ready for it.
Between the Falcons of St. Paul Catholic High School and the Fairfield Ludlowe Falcons. And now let's meet this morning's starting lineups. First for St. Paul, a senior, number 2, Kaylin Bailetti. A senior, number 33, Olivia Stump. A senior co-captain, number 4, Olivia Hessling. A senior co-captain, number 11, Janessa Gonzalez. And a senior co-captain, number 42, Jade Udo. The head coach at St. Paul Catholic is Joe Monet. And now the starting lineup for Fairfield Ludlowe. A junior, number 15, Laura Herron. A junior co-captain, number 10, Juliette Boucher. A junior co-captain, number 11, Emma Torello. A junior co-captain, number 13, Anna Palmer. And a senior co-captain, number 24, Ida Bocci. The head coach at Fairfield Ludlowe High School is Sarah Kingsley. Your officials for this morning's game, Mr. Larry Langhorn and Mr. Vin Procaccini. Ladies and gentlemen, this time we'd ask that you please rise as we honor America with the singing of our national anthem.
All right, I'm like 3/4 of the way awake. Let's do this thing. Fairfield Ludlowe and St. Paul Catholic going to do battle this morning in the consolation game. And Scott, the time has not changed. Well, the time has changed. The situation for Fairfield Ludlowe certainly has not changed.
Yeah, listen, started out 0-3, played 3 tough teams. One of those games they definitely should have won. The other 2 are 2 of the top teams in the FCAC. Anyone panicking after 3 games shouldn't be playing, shouldn't be watching, shouldn't be coaching, right? So no one should be panicked right now, right? Everyone should be looking forward, long season. This was supposed to be a rebuilding year, meshing in some talented freshmen. Oh, everything should be still positive, Aiden, right? Only the 4th game of the season. Guess what? They're going to play another tough team today, St. Paul's. This will not be an easy matchup.
All right, let's get things going. Laura Herron will tip things off. She'll go against Jade Udo, the senior, and it goes out immediately. It will be Ludlowe basketball. So a good chance to get some points early for the Falcons.
Yeah, it'd be nice to see Ludlowe get off to a fast start. Looks like St. Paul's is going to play that 1-2-2 zone.
Here's Boucher on the near side. Into the corner Here's Paulman, the bounce pass intercepted by Caitlin Bielecki.
Yeah, you know, not a great start, right? Early turnover and early foul on Heron. Definitely a trend that we've been seeing these first 3 games. Laura's gonna need to stay on the floor today.
Brought up by Janessa Gonzalez. She'll be a key big time in this game for St. Paul Catholic.
Yeah, it seems like every year I see her in this holiday tournament. She must be a senior at this point, but she's super talented, beautiful shot.
Shot is off. Olivia Heslin, no either on the baseline. She steps out. Ludlowe gets it back.
It'd be nice to see Ludlowe let someone else other than 11 and 42 beat them. I'm not convinced these other girls have the ability to do that over the course of an entire game.
Here's Bochy. Buscher from the top of the key. She's probably got the toughest matchup today with Gonzalez, who can play defense just as well as she plays offense.
Yeah, good athlete, very talented, moves well, and experience. I mean, like I said, I don't know, I've been here 3 years now, Aiden. She's been here every year, and she gets better and better.
Over a minute gone, we're scoreless. Good passing, though, from Fairfield Ludlowe, working without a shot clock. Here's Emma down low for Paulman, and back up top. Heron lets go a 3, air ball, but a rebound, Bochy.
Nice job tracking it down by Ida.
They're certainly gonna look for an early shot, but they're not going to force anything. I think that's a big difference from what we saw yesterday.
Yeah, listen, first off, it's very hard to play defense for this long. They're being very patient. And, you know, it's early, right? So it's nice for everyone to kind of get their hands on the ball and get involved in the game early.
Buscher, the early 3 skips out. So does Paulman's. It was off the front iron and then rolled off the back. It's brought up top by Olivia Stump. Over to Bielecki, and back up top for Udo. St. Paul is 0 for 3 so far tonight. Torello's got it. Paulman the fake. Underneath, back out for Heron. Let's go at 3, and the first points go to Fairfield Ludlowe.
Nice shot. Wide open 3. Step in, shoot it. And then, unfortunately, she commits her second foul 2 minutes into the game.
Laura Heron will commit foul number 2. Again, foul trouble. That's really been the only thing stopping her from really contributing to this team's success.
Yeah, I mean, no doubt they need her. No doubt she's an important part of the team.
Another shot rims out. St. Paul 3 trips down without a bucket. Buscher underneath. The pass to Paulman taken away by Udo. Up for Gonzalez underneath. Blocked by Bochy, who will likely get called for a foul here. That's going to be Ludlowe's 3rd.
Ludlowe foul is on number 11, Emma Torello.
No, it's on Torello, so that'll be her first.
Yep. It could have went against either girl. Called it on Emma.
Janessa Gonzalez to the line for St. Paul, shooting 2.
Gonzalez will go to the line. She's going to shoot 2. First one is pure. Gonzalez with her first point of the night, 3-1, and now her second free throw. Money. So it's 3-2. Now Torello will take it up. Fairfield Ludlowe playing a very fast-paced offense, but not in the way you would think. A lot more passing than shooting. Again, trying to get St. Paul to make a mistake defensively. Somers underneath. An issue, it went off her foot, and it will go to St. Paul. Caitlin Bielecki will inbound it for St. Paul. Comes into this game 2-1. They came in yesterday undefeated, lost to Fairfield Ward, a 10-point loss.
Yeah, last year, St. Paul's, Aiden, finished the season 17-3, inside the top 10 in the state. 2 of their losses for the FCAC teams in this tournament. Lost once, first game to Ludlowe last year, lost second game to Ward. Just shows you just how tough the FCAC is.
Here's Pullman on the far side, and her pass underneath missed everything. 4-3, an early Falcon lead. And the inbound going right to Stump and off to Gonzalez.
Yep, Callie will have her hands full guarding her today. She has the length and athleticism, but you just can't equate for experience.
Almost stripped away by Pullman. Here's the first touch for Olivia Heslin. She misses. And we're going back the other way. 3:57 to play in this first quarter.
Yeah, you see, I mean, again,
Nobody has scored, but Gonzalez, you can see how unbalanced their offense is as the first foul for St. Paul goes against Olivia Stump.
So Gonzalez and Uda are definitely their two main scorers. Those are the two you really got to keep track of.
Somers underneath. Somers is hacked.
Good pass and good drive.
St. Paul fellows, number 4, Olivia Heslin, then serve first. 2 on the team.
Olivia Heslin picks up her first foul, the senior. A lot of sophomores on this team. They're going to be very sophomore heavy, or at least are junior heavy next year. First shot rolling in from Callie Somers. Somebody who had a real breakout game yesterday. Played really well.
Yeah, she's, you know,
Couple of shots she just couldn't get to go down.
super talented freshman, getting more comfortable. She's only going to get better and better.
Make it 5 for Fairfield Ludlow. They get the lead. Should be a really good game today. So far, we've seen a very balanced battle. Gonzalez trapped in the corner. Still needs help. She overthrew it, but Stump was the first to it. Bielecki for Gonzalez, and over to Stump. Heslin, Gonzalez, another shot. A rim out offside iron. Juliet Buscher checks back in. She gets it. Here's Lemley underneath for Pullman, who's fouled shooting. 3:14 to play. And both teams now have 3 fouls.
Yeah, I love that style right there, right? It's called a secondary break. Push it up the sideline. Run from rim to rim for your big girls. And typically that center lane is open when you do that. Anna was open. Beautiful pass from Sophie. She gets fouled and a chance to finish at the foul line.
Pullman's first shot goes down. Now a chance for her second. The junior will go 2 for 2 at the line, a 3-point Ludlow lead. Here's Lillian Soroy checking in for the first time today. Her pass to Gonzalez tipped into the backcourt by Somers. Down the baseline, the layup attempt, no. Wrestled for on the ground with Somers and Jane Udo.
Yep, good move by Gonzalez. Good defense. Nice weak side help defense by Emma. Force her to make a tough shot. You see how shifty she is with the ball. She's very talented.
Underneath the layup from Udo. And St. Paul pulls within a point. The shot fake. Here's Pullman across for Buscher. The pass was dangerous. Lemley, the shot fake underneath. They forced Somers to go up with it, and she couldn't convert. On the other end, here's the first touch for Sophia Gerst. It goes for Gonzalez, their main ball handler so far. Gerst over for Alexis Tierpatrick. So far they're trying to empty the bench early.
Yeah, it's been Ludlow style, right? Play about 9 girls.
Udo with a floater.
Yeah, that's a beautiful move for a big girl. Hey, nice job dribbling left, stopping and floating that shot into the middle of the paint there.
Other end,
Very
too
impressive.
strong. Somers rebound. She's fouled by Sophia Gerst. The junior commits the crime, and that will send, no, it will give Ludlowe the ball. It will not send her to the line.
Yeah, only the fourth foul on St. Paul's.
Buscher to inbound underneath. She gets it to Lemley in the corner, who throws it back up top, and a long three from Somers is too strong. Rebound St. Paul. It's Gonzalez, surprise, surprise, to bring it across half court.
Gotta call out those screens, Aiden. Gotta help your teammate out there.
Foul on, no, a jump ball underneath, and it'll go back the other way. With 1:24 to play in this first quarter, Ludlowe out to a pretty good start, trailing by a point. Here's Lemley. She's picked up by Gonzalez. That's a pretty tough role for her to play. Underneath, first touch from Caitlin Finnegan, who's too strong off back iron.
Yep, nice move, just didn't finish. I love how she turns back to the middle there.
Somers grabs it. Buscher up ahead, looking for her first points, can't get him. The home run pass for Udo, who lays it in. Another really good layup from the senior.
Yep, she's talented. They got two very talented players, Aiden. I'd love to see them almost go with a triangle and two, try to get these other girls to beat you. I don't think they can.
28 seconds to play, a 10-7 ball game. St. Paul on top. Largest lead of the night on either side. This is Lemley underneath, rejected. Paulman can't get the roll.
Yeah, beautiful drive and floater. Just didn't fall in.
Gonzalez up ahead is hacked. It's either going on Paulman or Somers. I think that's going to go against Paulman.
It goes on Paulman. It's her first.
So 4 fouls on either end. And Emma Torella will check in for her, give her a rest. Inbound for Udo into the corner. Gonzalez, a beautiful step back. Can't get it to go. No, it rolls in. That was beautiful as time expires.
You're right.
We end the first quarter with St. Paul leading 12-7.
Very nice step back jumper. Listen, it didn't look pretty on the rim, but when you have a nice soft touch, those fall in.
We'll take a break. Talk to you for the second quarter here on FS7. All right, ready for the second quarter as we get underway here from Fairfield Ludlowe High School, the consolation game of this Todd Berger tournament. The early miss. Here's Somers up ahead. And Ludlowe gets it back. We were talking in the break. Ludlowe certainly had something with the passing.
Yeah, and good ball movement right there. Excellent positioning for Caitlin. Credit St. Paul's. Excellent help defense there.
She's blocked underneath, it goes out, and the ball will go back to Ludlowe. We see Ward's head coach Dave Danko is here, getting ready for his championship game and probably doing a little bit of scouting for when they play Ludlowe in February, as Buescher took too long to inbound it. Lillian Soroy brings it up across the timeline and gives it for Gonzalez. The bounce pass underneath, rejected, and it goes right to Sophia Gerst on the floor. Gets it to Udo. Can't quite get the roll inside, and a rebound underneath. Gerst fell on it.
That's twice we've seen her pull up for a little 6-foot jumper. Not a skill you typically see, Aiden.
Nah,
Very
she
impressive.
can shoot.
Very impressive.
Torello barely keeps it in bounds. Into the corner for Somers. Back up top. Buescher unleashes a three. Rebound underneath. And that's going to go out but stay with Ludlowe. 6:50 to play. Better looks from Juliet Buescher today after really struggling yesterday. 0 points. She went something like 0 for 7, 0 for 8 from beyond the arc.
You see St. Paul switching to man-to-man. He should play more into Ludlowe's favor. Now they switch back. Had a chance there, right?
Gives it off to Torello.
A little too tentative on offense. Had St. Paul's out of sorts.
Here's Gonzalez. Tried the step back. Udo uncorks a three. Batted down underneath, and Callie Somers grabs it. Buescher. Feed for Paulman. Couple of dribbles. They work into the corner. Buescher back out, and they work it up top. Here's Torello. Buescher. Paulman, a three. Too strong. Finnegan pulls the rebound, and Finnegan can't quite get the roll.
Yeah, listen, another good move by Caitlin. I love how she gathered, turned, took a good shot. Those are going to start falling for her, Aiden.
A tough matchup for her today defensively, too. Jade Udo can really shoot from anywhere.
Yeah, no doubt. Right?
Whereas normally when she's way out there, Finnegan can kind of move more into the paint.
Yeah, Caitlin is
can't really do that today.
Used to guarding someone 17 feet from the basket.
Underneath, and with 5:29 to play, St. Paul's going to get it back. The give for Gonzalez. Up top and around. Underneath, working on Somers. A very tough matchup for Somers.
Excellent defense right there, though. Excellent defense by Madison as well. Love that effort right there, Aiden.
Underneath, and Roman saves it. Up ahead, Torello. For Somers. Torello in the corner. Bounce pass underneath. Roman. Paulman, Torello a three.
Oh, no, another one in and out.
Just in and out.
That was a good look right there.
Still no score in this second quarter through about 3 minutes, a little bit over.
Good look right there, Aiden. Need those to start falling for this team. That's been the difference, right? We're just not quite making those open looks right now.
Buescher will pick up the foul. And across the timeline, it's Gonzalez.
Good help by Madison.
Really good step back move we've seen a couple times from Gonzalez. She can really, and despite the 2 braces on her knee and on her ankle, she can really create some space. Underneath, splits the D. A travel.
Good call, good help. Make them make an extra move.
Here's Torello. She'll bring it across center court. Roman underneath, charges forward, got it in 1.
Great move. Madison's been waiting to do that for 3 games, Aiden. Great to see.
She doesn't really have the height that you would normally see from a center, but she can certainly physically play like a center.
Yes, she has the
really
strength.
Body her way down there. Reminds me of Anna.
She has the strength. She's a lefty, which people are not used to. Right, they have to adjust to. And listen, she's only a freshman. She's very talented. Has great strength for a freshman.
Got the roll on the free throw. It's down to a 2-point game.
Listen, maybe this will be Madison's coming out party, right? They're going to need it from someone, so maybe it'll be Madison.
She's got to play good defense, though, and that's going to be tough when you're guarding it, Udo. As Ludlowe gets the turnover. Bochy's back into the game, and she'll inbound it. 3:51 to play second quarter, and a 2-point Ludlowe lead.
Yeah,
Sorry, 2-point St. Paul lead.
Bochy's been shooting great so far early in the season. Against this zone, definitely want to get her in good spots.
Off the foot of Gonzalez in and out. Busher, a quick break, and she checks back in. We see that a lot. Underneath, Roman past everybody, almost pulled the rebound.
Yep, good shot. Just rolled out, Aiden. I love the move again. Going to her left. That's her strong side.
Up top, it's Heslin. So the corner. And now over on the elbow, blocked underneath. You talked about Roman maybe having a coming out party. She is absolutely all over the court.
She's playing with great energy right now, Aiden.
She gets a bucket, she gets a block, and she intercepts or tips down a pass.
Absolutely.
Within
She's
2 possessions.
Bringing tremendous energy that the team needs right now. Right? You don't often play at 10 in the morning, right? Your body feels different. You're not quite awake yet. It's a much different feel.
Here's Gonzalez on the wing. Lofts it in for Udo, and an over-the-back foul is going to get called on Roman. But I think Sarah Kinsley will take that.
Yeah, you don't want to play behind someone. That's a position of weakness. Madison's going to have to work hard down there, get to either her strong side or weak side, force her to go one way. Very important you don't stand behind someone.
Underneath. And here's Paulman. She uncorks and hits.
Big shot. Listen, they played great defense this quarter. St. Paul's has not scored the first 6 minutes of this quarter. When that happens, you have to push back and take the lead, Aiden.
Busher almost intercepted the entry pass. There's a travel.
Yeah, great defense. St. Paul's is looking very tentative right now. They do not like the man-to-man that they're seeing. You can see they're very focused on getting Gonzalez shots. Ludlowe knows that. Playing well right now.
Here is Bochy. She spots up. 14 on Monday. Didn't do so hot yesterday. Then again, most of the Falcons didn't. In a 13-12 game, it's intercepted. Ludlowe with a 1-point lead. It clinks out off Stump, who outruns Torello to the loose ball. Underneath Gonzalez, carries it and is blocked by Roman. It goes out of bounds. Ludlowe getting the early bounce there.
Yeah, great block, right? Gonzalez, unfortunately, was laying out of bounds when she was on the ground. Again, Aiden, right through the middle.
She's blocked, but she's fouled. What a night she's starting to have.
You're right.
A minute 30 to go, and that is the third on Olivia Heslin. So potentially one of their starters can be sitting for 2 quarters now. Roman hit her first of the game. She'll hit her first of the attempt right there. 14-12, Ludlowe with 2-point advantage. Roman is 3 for 3 at the line.
Yeah, nice little spark. She's giving them off the bench, Aiden. Listen, has she made a mistake or two? Yeah, but you gotta love the effort she's brought. She has turned this around for them.
Patrick inside, and Stump is blocked. Other end, it's Bochy. In the corner, Buscher. Roman, Torello, back to Roman. Cross-court, Bochy. 3 on the way, it's money.
That was all because of Madison, Aiden. A beautiful cross-court bullet. You throw a cross-court pass like that, people are going to be open. Again, you've almost gone an entire quarter without St. Paul scoring. Don't see that very often. 45 seconds left. They have not scored a bucket yet.
Ludlowe by 6. 44.9 to play. A very different quarter because of Madison Roman. She gets it. She can't quite connect. 40.6 to play.
Yeah, and again, that's inexperience, right, Aiden? You miss a shot, one you feel you should make. You commit a silly foul. Look what's happening on the court right now. Everyone's walking to the other end of the court. The girl's going to shoot a 1-and-1. Got to be smarter than that. These are the little mistakes that we're making early in this season that are costing us.
To the line and off is Patrick. So St. Paul's still yet to score in this second quarter, about half a minute to play. 30 seconds left as Buscher gives it off to Torello. Now Bochy, Paulman in the corner.
Yeah, no rush. It'd be great to take the last shot here. About 20 seconds left.
Bochy looking for help. Paulman with 10. Buscher with 5. Here's Torello with 3. Lets it go too strong, and that will end the second quarter. St. Paul began the quarter with 12 and finishes the quarter with 12. A very rough quarter for the Falcons. On the other end, Fairfield Ludlowe grabs a 6-point lead going into half, and I think this is probably the most confident they've felt all season long.
Yeah, you're right. Held them scoreless for the whole second quarter. Outscored them 11-zip. Take a 6-point lead. Exactly where they were hoping to be at halftime, right? Up 6, get some confidence. Madison should be feeling confident right now. Just played a great second quarter. Couple nice things to build off of, right? Plus the zone that St. Paul's is playing, it's stress-free. So Fairfield should be able to continue to move the ball around stress-free, find open spots, step in with confidence. I like the way this game is setting up for Ludlowe right now.
We're going to break. We will talk to you for the third quarter in just a little bit in the consolation game of this Todd Berger tournament. 18-12. Ludlowe with possibly their best half of basketball this season as we get ready for the third quarter. Aiden Blank and Scott Torello with you from Fairfield, Ludlowe. 8 minutes, or at least a little bit inside of it, to play in this third quarter. Scott, really confident half from Ludlowe. Not a great start, but a charge.
That is a tough call right there, Aiden. Now, granted, they should have gotten the 5-second call up at half court. Again, we talked about it last night. Sometimes these refs make up for blown calls. You can see the fans are also not happy with that call, Aiden.
St. Paul hasn't scored in over 8 minutes. Underneath, Paulman the scoop shot.
Oh, that's a beautiful drive.
This is dangerously close to getting to double digits, and St. Paul certainly does not want that. Other end, Gonzalez.
Go get it, Laura.
Is airmailed, and Herron's got it underneath. Over everybody, it's 10, and a timeout most definitely is needed. This crowd has got some more energy. This team has got more energy as Ludlowe puts up 4 to begin this third quarter.
Aiden, amazing how coming out of the half with energy, right, with a couple buckets, changes the whole dynamic of the team. Right, you see how excited they were jumping off that bench?
You can see much more of a smile in that huddle than there was, say, yesterday or on Monday or even on Friday against Norwalk.
Yeah, compare that to the way they've started the second halves against all those teams you just mentioned, right? Struggling to get that first basket, having the other team kind of build on the halftime lead that they had. The opposite happened. Ludlowe went in with a 6-point lead, 2 quick baskets, quickly up by 10.
And I think the goal here was most certainly to come in and have a good half. That was certainly a priority for Sarah Kinsley. Start the second half just as well as you started the game.
Yeah, absolutely.
Bielecki brought it up. Udo trying to respond underneath. She had a tough end to that first half, guarded by Roman. And Ida Bocci's going to commit the foul. Not happy about it.
Good defense. Listen, that's talent right there, right? Beautiful spin move. Didn't finish at the rim, but went and tracked down her own shot.
First foul on Ida Bocci. And off to the line to shoot is Jade Udo. Udo, their main center, again, had a very tough half. Or at least tough end to the first half, guarded by Madison Roman, who absolutely locked her down. Second shot from Udo. Brings it back to single digits. We'll see if Ludlowe can continue to run that offensive onslaught. Here's Torello. Bocci, a 3. That's her second. Ludlowe now leading by 12. The largest lead on either end so far tonight.
Yeah, I've said this to you over the years, Aiden. She has a beautiful stroke. If she's open, she has a great chance of knocking it down.
Underneath, Gonzalez working on Torello. Got a screen from Udo. Into the corner for Stump, who has problems with it. It goes out off Bocci. A foul on either side to start this second half. Ludlowe up by 12. Could be their largest lead of this season.
Yeah, definitely. You know, they played great against Greenwich until the fourth. So far, off to a great start here against St. Paul's.
Udo inside on Paulman, who's getting called for the foul. It's either
on Ida,
Bocci, or Paulman.
Yep, on Ida.
And it will go on Ida. It's going to be her second, so.
It's the right thought, right? You got to come and help, pinch in. She just was a little late getting there.
You sure got a hand on it. Here's a long 3, and it falls from Stump. 9-point game. Usher for Torello. Paulman inside. Faked out Udo. Could have driven, but she didn't. Bocci in the corner, backed out to Torello. Here's Herron. 3 ball is off. And a rebound pulled by Stump, who throws it away, but it was touched by Ludlowe first. 5:43 to play, third quarter. Substitution for Bochy. Somers comes into the game. Here's Gonzalez to bring it up. 11 on 11. Bielecki, guarded by Buescher. Buescher's played outstanding defense so far this season. I would think that's probably one of the only reasons she's still consistently in the starting lineup.
Yeah, again, it's early, right? You'd hate to see the coach make changes 3-4 games into the season.
Paulman, the scoop shot, nothing. Rebound pulled by Heslin. Gonzalez trying to get hot. She's been ice cold so far. And she's hacked there. She'll go to the line. She's been a big part of this game. Yesterday, she tried to keep St. Paul in it late. She brought it back to 10 points by the end of the game. And today, she has not performed at what she usually does.
You're right, but a lot of time left in this game, right? I love the early timeout the coach took to start the third, right after the initial run by Ludlowe. Look, all of a sudden they're down 7. Gonzalez at the line. Clearly an excellent foul shooter. Got a chance to make this a 5-point game. This game is far from over.
It's the third foul on Laura Heron, once again in foul trouble.
Yeah, it's frustrating, right? You can see the frustration on her. You never want to come out because of fouls.
25-20. Torello brings it across the timeline. She's struggling. You can see her face bright red. She could be the next substituted for.
It looks like they're going to kind of a man-to-man, but we're not quite recognizing it, Aiden.
Lemley, who checked in, has her pass picked. And Gonzalez makes it a one-possession game. It was double digits, and now it's down to 3, and a timeout needed. We'll take one with you back in a bit. We're back underway in the third quarter. Fairfield Ludlowe, who just moments ago had a double-digit lead, has it now down to 3. St. Paul threatening. Roman, long 3 from Somers, missed everything and goes out for a St. Paul possession.
Yeah, it's important here that they kind of stem the tide, right? The game is all about momentum swings. St. Paul's, they absorbed the first one by Ludlowe. Now Ludlowe's got to respond to theirs.
Foul underneath. Kinsley is stunned.
Wow, that is an interesting call. It almost looked like an inadvertent whistle. And because he inadvertently blew it, he ends up sticking or making up the foul.
The foul's going to go against Torello.
Yeah, that's her second, fourth on the team. You know, fouls are
That's pretty. Yeah, that's a pretty important foul. That's not anybody's. It's not anybody's first. That's Torello's second. One more, and she's going to sit for a while. One of their most important players. Here's Bielecki on Pullman, underneath for Udo. She's got a tough time now. She's got Roman on her. Here's a three. She hasn't shot well from there. She shot well for about everywhere else, as up and in from Olivia Stump.
Yeah, listen, that's great hustle by Madison. You just don't want to save it underneath your own basket. You saw 3 Ludlowe girls.
She also didn't want to commit another foul.
You saw 3 Ludlowe girls running to try to save the ball.
Roman, Paulman, 2 short. And Udo pulls the rebound, but Roman's right there to try and keep her from half court. Gonzalez, wide open. Heslin connects and gives St. Paul the lead with about 3:15 to play in the third.
Yeah, you see how this game has turned quickly, Aiden. Again, game of swings, right? Can you match the other team's swing? That was a big shot, Aiden. Big one for Emma. She needed it. The team needed it. Love seeing that, right? You can never lose confidence in this game.
A huge 3 from Emma Torello to give Ludlowe the lead right back. It's back and forth with 2:47 to go here in the third. 26-25 underneath Udo. Throws into the lane. It was rejected, and now Lemley's going to get called for a foul. Price of being aggressive there, I would say.
Yeah, again, you know, a little bit of a silly foul. 5 fouls now on the team. We're still 2:42 left in the third, right? Only 1 for St. Paul's. This will play a factor as this game rolls on.
Underneath Udo, now on a much bigger Finnegan. Jump ball.
Yep, good fight under there.
Here's Torello, brings it across the timeline.
You see the zone is fooling them right now, right? It has some man principles in it. Ludlowe is not really adjusting to it. You almost got to run a man offense against this.
Buscher for Paulman, the step back 2 switch.
Yeah,
30
great shot
to 26.
Right there. Again, nice little answer by Ludlowe. Quick 5 points.
Here's Bielecki for Udo. Rotated, and a 3 from Stump is off. Buscher is going to try to pull the rebound. She cannot. It's loose on the floor.
Good hustle by everyone. Hopefully she's okay. It looked like she almost hit her head as she dove for that ball.
Good job, Liv!
No, she's all right. Tough little girl.
Stump's all right, and will continue along with this third quarter. Minute 56 to play, and Ludlowe by 4.
Yeah, but checking her out, doing the right thing, right? Anytime someone hits their head, you want to make sure they're okay. Ref is now pulling her out of the game, maybe, or else trying to.
They're going to get her looked at.
Yeah, interesting.
And in a situation like that, it's probably protocol.
Yeah, listen, being prudent is always a great mantra in life, right? So if the ref thinks that she is injured in some capacity, they're looking at her shoulder, though, right? So that's much different than it being the head. I don't actually think there's a necessity to stop the game to look at her shoulder. At this point, you got to play on. He did the right thing. It was just her shoulder. Now you keep playing.
Sarah Kinsley getting a chance to talk to her group. What's she telling them in that huddle?
Well, I think what she's telling them is stay composed, right? It's a game of runs. Don't worry about the fact that they've climbed back in, right? Still a lot of game left. And then in addition, I guarantee she's telling them no silly fouls.
Especially after the 2 they just committed that may not have been exactly triggered.
Yeah, so now because the ref stopped the game, she's almost required to come out for a play. You know, listen, it's, again, refs doing a nice thing, looking out for the well-being of the player. The trainer came and took a quick look at her. Looks like she's okay. Looks like she'll be back in the game soon.
Out top for Udo. She drives and spins on Finnegan, but can't get it to go, and it's a Ludlowe ball. That could have been a turning point if she had hit that.
Yeah, you don't see a big girl like that doing spin moves like that, Aiden. In fact, I don't recall the last time I've seen it. That's talent.
Here is Buscher. Torello. Paulman. Finnegan for Buscher, who lets go at 3. Rolls out. She's getting better and better at those as this season goes along. She just hasn't been able to get one yet.
Yeah, she needs to get one soon, right? It starts to become mental. She has now struggled for 3.5 games. That's hard. That's hard on an athlete's psyche. Right? It'd be nice to see one go soon.
Use Bielecki to bring it up. Gonzalez, Udo. Always good to have somebody that tall playing out all the way out there. A nice go underneath.
Yeah,
Heslin gets it.
Too soft right there. You cannot let yourself get picked that easily.
30-28.
That's not winning basketball, Aiden.
Underneath, misses. Gonzalez in transition, too strong in the 3. Torello gets the rebound. Buscher for 3. You're right, it has become mental for her. Especially now, she's getting probably the best looks she has all season.
Yeah, those are wide open looks. She's an excellent shooter.
And she's getting the best rolls she has all season. They're going in, they're right there.
You would expect
she's
those
just
to
gotta
fall.
keep shooting.
You know, good third period. If they wait till the last shot here, they should leave this with the lead.
Paulman, a 3, too strong. Gonzalez with 3. Now to 1, it's Heslin who's too strong at the buzzer. We go to the 4th, and Ludlowe hanging on a 2-point lead as we take a break.
Excellent quarter by both teams, right? Both teams are definitely setting themselves right where we need to be. 4th quarter, 2-point game, anyone's game. No one in real foul trouble other than Heron. But at this point with 3, you got to go with her, right? You got to let her go. So both coaches should be feeling confident right now.
Certainly a good quarter for St. Paul, who didn't score at all in the second. Really needed these points here in the third.
Definitely, right? Went a whole period without scoring. That's never good. But as we said, right, they were only down 6. Could have been worse. Long game, right? I love the early timeout the coach took. Start the third after his team got off to that slow start. And right after that timeout, Aiden, they stepped up. The momentum turned around. They got a few baskets. All of a sudden, they're back into the flow of the game.
(30-28). Ludlowe hanging on by a thread as we go to the 4th. They also have 5 fouls. St. Paul only 1. Here's Paulman from the top of the key.
So again, you see some man principles in this zone. Right? You almost got to play a zone offense here. That spot in the middle is open against this.
Go back to the quick passing they had earlier. Torello wanted it. Torello's got it. Finnegan underneath. Banks it in. That was big.
Yep.
32-28, the 4-point lead.
You've seen Finnegan get the ball in good spots throughout this game, right? She missed a few early, but you stick with it, Aiden, right? That's a great finish right there.
Bielecki for Gerst. Here's Udo. A 3 on Finnegan, no.
Yeah, listen, that's a great defensive possession right there. Frustration 3, those typically do not go in.
Here's Torello, fake the 3, bounce pass for Somers. And it goes out off Torello, although there were hands in there from St. Paul. Could have gone off the Falcons. They will get it back. Here's Bielecki to bring it across center court. Gonzalez and Torello. Torello gonna have to work really hard to stop Gonzalez here.
Yep, she's done a great job on her so far.
Torello steals. Underneath, she's fouled. Is it a shooting foul? It looks to be. She's gonna go to the line.
Yeah, great drive, right? Anytime the girl keeps retreating, that's when you keep attacking the body, Aiden.
Swish on the first. Ludlowe back out to a 5-point lead. These are two really detrimental free throws. If you can make it a 3-possession game this late. Two for two, 6-point game.
Yeah, good start to the quarter. Again, a lot of time left. Gonzalez has kind of been patiently waiting. Emma's playing outstanding defense on her, but eventually she's going to need to press regardless of the tough D.
Heslin swings it up for Udo. Probably want to get Udo a little closer to the hoop like that.
Yeah, you
this
see,
late, should be more effective down there than she has been from beyond the arc.
See, Emma's been so effective on Gonzalez that Udo has been really stuck pushing the pedal. And you're right, she's getting the ball out of probably her comfort zone, outside the three-point line. No reason she can't drive and pull up just like she just did. That's a beautiful move.
Timeout Ludlowe, 5:49 to go. And a 4-point lead for Fairfield Ludlowe. This is a big game to win. And on the contrary, you can't really afford to lose it, especially now you've gone so far playing such a good game.
You're right? I mean, you want to always be rewarded for effort, right? So far, 0-3, haven't been rewarded, but they've played two outstanding teams and one surprisingly good team. This is a game, again, that's there for the taking. Last 5:49 here. Anyone can win this game. You'd love to see Ludlowe come on top here.
Falcons leading the Falcons 34-30. Here's Paulman. Bochy in the paint, the floater. Can't quite go. Udo will give it to Gonzalez. Has to work fast to get it across center court. She does.
Yeah, again, outstanding defense, Aiden. We are watching some really good D.
Talked about getting Udo in the post. She gets the assist as she gives it off to Heslin. And makes it a 2-point game.
Yeah, you see, she got the ball in a spot she was much more comfortable in, right in the post, just like you said. What does she do? Turns, makes a beautiful pass. And credit her teammate, right, for knocking it down.
Torello lets it fly. Too short. Paulman pulls the rebound, and she's hacked by Lillian Soroy.
Only the third on St. Paul's, right, so still have a bunch of fouls to give.
Herron's going to inbound inside 5 minutes to play in this ball game.
Well, they had the play set up. Caitlin went to the opposite side, which I believe is where Anna was supposed to go. They would have had a layup, Aiden.
Instead, they give it to Gonzalez underneath. Was kind of poked free by Torello. A carry underneath, no call.
Yeah, listen, they let it go both ways. You had a defensive foul and an offensive foul.
And Paulman with a huge three.
That was a huge three. Big possession right there, right?
5-point Ludlow lead.
That
It's
was-
remained a 2-possession game for a while now.
Fantastic D by Emma, right? Gonzalez, great offensive moves. Both hammering each other. I like the no calls there.
Gonzalez is fouled shooting. She'll go to the line. That's Ludlow's 6th.
Ludlowe fouls number 24, Ida Bochi. That's her third.
Yeah,
Ida
she's
Bochi.
just a little late coming over to help today, Aiden. That's twice where she's picked up kind of that cheap foul, not quite getting to her spot in the help position. Her thoughts are right on, though, right? She has to come over and help on that drive.
Big silence for Gonzalez. She can't get the first. That's probably a rare miss. And now the second one, even more important than the first. Closes the gap to 4, so St. Paul, to their credit, has not let it get too out of hand. Remember, they were down by double digits for a good part of that fourth quarter. Paulman, stripped by Gonzalez. She's trying to take over. She'll get an easy layup here. It's down to 2.
Yeah, St. Paul's, to your point, right, is not panicking. A lot of time left. It's kind of right where they want to be. And, you know, I could see in the next minute or two the St. Paul's coach maybe ratcheting up the pressure. You can almost see him over there lurking, waiting for the right moment. You know, the game is, like you said, still right within anyone's reach.
Heron, Somers, back to Heron. Now the bounce for Torello underneath. That was a big foul. St. Paul, again, every time they commit a foul, that's one less that they have to give.
Yeah, beautiful pass by Laura on the give and go, right? Emma went down the lane, got into the girl's body. Hopefully she can convert these.
Her first makes it a 3-point game. This would make it 2 possessions. No. Udo pulls the rebound. That was huge for St. Paul. Don't want to give Ludlowe the extra possession there. It's poked free. It goes out, and it stays with St. Paul. 3:34 to play. Real good start to this championship day in the Todd Berger tournament.
Sure is. 2 evenly matched teams. I like Callie moving back, right? This girl's going to probably take it and go to the basket. Udo, she's been doing it all day.
We've seen her all over the court. Gonzalez off a screen, the step back, not even close to the hoop, and Ludlowe gets it.
I like this substitution right here, Aiden. Let's see if Madison can work the center of this zone, right? They're playing this pseudo-man zone. The center is open. You might get Madison on a cheap basket.
Underneath, too strong, but Roman's right there to play defense. Her offense only part of what makes her so good. The bounce pass underneath missed everything. 3-point Ludlowe lead, 3:04 to go.
Yeah, it's going to be a stressful final 3 minutes, Aiden. Going to need some baskets. You see now they're pushing up on Madison.
Here's Paulman, she's stuck. Roman, Torello, Heron a 3. No, too strong, it rolls out. Foul underneath is going to put St. Paul at the line.
Yeah, I agree with Coach Kins there, right?
Well,
that
not
is
yet.
not this ref's call, right? There's a ref right under the basket.
It will be shooting. So St. Paul could make it a 1-point game with free throws here.
Olivia Heslin in the line for St. Paul, shooting 1-1.
First shot from Olivia Heslin is too strong.
Yep, good
That was
rebound.
big.
That was good box out by everyone.
Here's Somers. Torello had a problem with it. It's stolen by Gerst. Lost the ball. It'll be a Ludlowe possession.
You know, you see the coach getting frustrated, right? Parents are getting frustrated. I think the refs have actually done a nice job. But these last 2:38 is going to be stressful.
Joe Moan really frustrated. There is Somers back to a 2-possession lead.
Beautiful finish right there. Great pass by Madison. Nice composure by Callie, right? Gather, look around, make a move. I love that.
Here's Udo. This is a huge possession underneath. Scoop, she's fouled.
Yeah,
Heslin couldn't get it, but she'll go to the line to shoot.
Laura's got to keep her hands up there, Aiden. She played perfect D all the way to the end where she came down and crashed down on her. Those little things have cost Laura too many fouls over these first 3.5 games.
Too strong on the first. Heslin has really struggled. She's now missed 2 straight free throws that could bring them back into this game.
You're right, free throws so important, right? Especially this juncture of the game. She misses another one.
Make it 0 for 3.
Good
Roman the rebound.
Approaching 2 minutes left in the fourth. 5-point lead, right? Great spot to be in. You got to be smart here, though. Cannot have silly turnovers.
Paulman underneath. Bounce pass. Roman in 1!
Great shot right there, Aiden. That was big. Still a lot of time, right? But what I tell you in the first half, this could be Roman's coming out party, right? That was a beautiful finish. Important foul shot right now.
She can make it 8 with a free throw here. She does not, but the time now ticking.
No silly fouls.
And it becomes
right.
the enemy of St. Paul Catholic underneath. Spin from Udo, lays it in. It's a 5-point game with 1:46 to play. Timeout.
Yeah, how many times have we seen her do that spin move, Aiden? My goodness, that time she actually finished. Expect St. Paul's to come out and press now, right? 1:46, I've been talking to you about this. Eventually, he's going to step up the pressure. Right now, I guarantee they're going to come out in some kind of full-court press. Ludlowe needs to be ready with a press break right here.
Ludlowe leads by 5, 1:46 to play. Each team in the bonus. Ludlowe with 8 fouls, St. Paul with 6. So neither side has anything to give at this point.
Yep, 1-1 for both sides. You know, we've seen some critical misses at the foul line for St. Paul's. Foul shooting is going to play an important role this last 145. So here they are in their press.
Here's Somers. Roman able to break it very easily. Stripped by Gonzalez, but it stays with Ludlowe. 1:40 to play.
Yeah, I love Madison dribbling that ball up, but she's got to know where to stop and reverse that ball. Too much dribbling there.
Here's Somers. Beautiful layup. That was big.
Aiden, that is a big-time move right there. I love that. We have not seen that yet. We are seeing a coming out of 2 freshmen today, I'm telling you. Both Madison and Somers. Go, go.
Roman's got it. Torello up ahead. Somers. The lay-in and 1! And that probably is the icing on the cake. It can be a double-digit lead with a free throw here from Kaylee Somers.
Yeah, listen, Ludlowe has played a fantastic game today. Emma, Anna, listen, you never want to get blown out like they did yesterday, especially against Westport, right? Your nemesis, your neighboring town. To come back today, go up 10 with about 1:15 left, you got to love it. Still time left, though, Aiden.
Down to 1:10, Ludlow by double digits, and a timeout is used. That was probably the icing on the cake for Ludlow's first win of the season.
I think one more stop. I don't want to dig into that cake just yet. I want one more stop. Let us get fouled, make our foul shots, and then I'm ready. But
it would be a big win.
But listen, up 10, minute 10 left. You like where you're sitting.
The win would propel them to 1-3 on the season. They will play Trumbull in their first game out of the break next Friday, a game we will have for you.
Yeah, listen, no rest for the wicked, right? Imagine going through these first 4 games, and oh, by the way, Trumbull's waiting for you in 5 days. It's just no easy game, Aiden. This could be a big step forward.
That Trumbull game should be really fun. A couple of teams, obviously Trumbull considered down this year, but still very much in the playoff picture.
Oh, yeah, listen, Trumbull considered down. I mean, I would love to have Trumbull's talent to be considered down.
The good news is you get an off game after that. You'll take on Brian McMahon. Another game we'll have for you.
Too long to get her that kind of look.
47-40. Corner for Pullman. Roman tipped it just enough for Somers. They stay alive, and Torello's hacked. Underneath, the foul's going likely on Zoe Rubens.
Yeah, Ludlowe needs to recognize that double screen there, Aiden. One of the girls has to come out and switch on that. Very difficult for a defender to run around a double screen. To be honest, they've taken too long to run something like that for Gonzalez. One-on-one against Emma wasn't going to work.
This is a big shot for Torello. Make it an 8-point game. Off front iron.
Don't foul.
A foul underneath.
Ugh.
Could let him back in this game. 2 free throws to make it 5. So just as soon as we were starting to think this might be Ludlow's first win, they commit a 9th foul, 1 more, and they're shooting 2 no matter what every time.
Aiden, listen to me.
Not so fast.
Under no circumstance, none, can you commit that foul right there and let them walk the center of the court with no time going off the clock and shoot foul shots.
42.5 to go. It's down to 6. Remember, just moments ago, it was 10. A second from Jane Udo. 47-42, 5-point game. Torello for Heron.
This is playing into Ludlow's hands, right? Losing time, surprised they haven't fouled sooner. They just ran about 12 to 13 seconds off the clock.
They will with 30.9 to go.
Yeah, need to make these free throws. We just talked about how critical these will be coming down the stretch.
Kelly Somers to the line for Ludlowe, shooting 1-1.
Here's Somers. It's the first foul on Bielecki, so she had one to give.
Big foul shot right there, Aiden. One more makes this a 3-possession game. Now it becomes difficult to come back from.
Second on the way. Second is good. 49-42. 27 to play. Udo on
Going
Roman.
back to that spins.
Move, fouled. She'll shoot.
At least 8 seconds came off the clock, right? You have to know people's tendencies. Me sitting here talking to you, what I just told you she was going to do, right? The spin move.
Madison Roman just committed her 4th foul, although at this point I don't think personal fouls is what you're worried about.
Nope. 22 seconds, that's all they're worried about.
Although you would be inclined to keep her in this game. You would like to have her just to guard Udo and be a presence.
Yeah, plus she's strong, right? If they get in trouble inbounding the ball, you could always throw it to her.
5-point game again. Torello avoiding the foul. Her pass to Roman missed. But it's Heron to Roman, who's going to the line. She may end up Ludlow's leading scorer after all this.
Yeah, that was a shaky 10 seconds right there, but they at least got to run 10 seconds off the clock. A little easier for Madison here. She's going to shoot 2. Makes this first one a lot less stressful.
First coming up. Pretty hard to do that.
Aiden, when I tell you don't see that often, right? But
hey, we saw one last night.
we saw one last night.
We saw one that was
get
even
stuck
worse last night.
behind the basket. That's the first time I ever saw that, too. Behind the basket, and they try to, 2-3 times knock it out of there.
Second free throw. The first one does not count, although it really should after the skill that it took to put it there. Off back iron, but she gets her own rebound.
Thought that was
That
good.
is a veteran move, and it may have just won Ludlowe this ball game. 8.1 to go, and now it'll be the junior.
Yeah, I feel good saying to you that this game is in Ludlow's hands.
Torello to the line, just extra points at this point. Too short. Free throws have not been the strongest here on either side.
No.
I mean, 3 free throws missed from St. Paul could have made it a 2-point game. They make all those free throws, and they have a chance to tie right here. But instead, they'll just dribble it out, throw up a prayer that's too strong, and Fairfield Ludlowe finally gets that first win. Took them a little bit, but they finally are in the win column.
Absolutely, right? That was a much-needed win. Listen, start to finish, Aiden, they played an excellent game right there. Under control, composed. It's a very good St. Paul's team with 2 excellent players. This is a nice win, right? This is a win that they can build off of. But guess what? As we just mentioned, Trumbull's 5 days away, so can't really celebrate for too long.
We will talk to you tonight, possibly 6, most definitely 8 for the Fairfield Prep Holiday Classic. What a day for Fairfield Ludlowe. They get a big, big win to propel them into the new year. We will talk to you in 2020 for Ludlowe girls basketball. Again, we'll talk to you tonight for the Fairfield Prep Holiday Classic. For Scott Torello, I'm Aiden Blank. Thanks for joining us. We will talk to you later for the Fairfield Prep Holiday Classic.